Good morning. Good morning, sir. Thank you for allowing us to be here. Dr. Gupta, thank you so much, sir. Your entire team. We've had some fabulous time being here, coming, recruiting people. And this morning also, it was a choice that we made to be here. Thank you for allowing us to be here. All my friends and colleagues from the industry, respected faculty members, and of course, all of you that are seated here this morning. Let me start by saying this. Psychologists say that a person's span of attention is directly proportionate to their age. And so this morning we have very different span of attentions. For me, I don't guess my age, you wouldn't make that for sure. But having said that, I know the obstacle that we face is that we've already been seated here for about 30, 40 minutes. And so all of us really are battling, but for a few exceptions, we're battling with the whole concept of trying to be really very attentive. And all the more when you've got your suits on, you want to look very, very attentive. But at the back of the mind, your body is here, perhaps your mind is traveling somewhere else. So the task is very difficult this morning. We have a very heavy topic to talk about. Nurturing human capital in the 21st century. Wow, that's a great topic, by the way. And I particularly feel for my friends who are sitting right at the back. Trust me, I see myself in you because that's the place I would have picked up this morning. Now that we have a little bit more smiling faces, if you stand this side behind this lectern, I tell you it's good because it hides my knocking knees. Yeah, you don't see how fearful and how terrorized this morning I am because I know who's sitting in front of me, youngsters, young people like you, and having said that, I'm not too old myself. Don't go by the number of grey hair that you see on my head, yeah? Let me start by asking you a question, really. Whose responsibility is it really to nurture himself or herself? More often than not, if you join the company, it's the company's prerogative, responsibility to ensure that you, like Neeraj and Aman just spoke, that conquer your fears. Brilliant. Yes, that's absolutely important. We have those systems in place where we make sure that you are all very well taken care of and all that. But have you really asked, who asked for the job? Now, who wants to work? Who wants to travel? Who wants to make money? Who wants to make all that? Who is that? You. Whose responsibility is it really to keep nurturing himself or herself? Allow me to wake you up this morning, friends. I'm going to share a couple of data points this morning that's going to set things in perspective. And then I believe I follow a few principles, a few things in my life which has helped me to be who I am today. And I'm not to, I still have a long road to go in my personal career as well. But I still think perhaps that's going to help you a little bit if you take. So let me start by pointing some things. And this is the India Skills Report 2017. It says that around the employable talent pool has increased significantly. In 2014, it was around 33%. Today, the needle is moved to around 45%. Which means people are getting more and more employable. Now, having said that, let me put something else across. This report is according to the HRD Ministry, which says there are about 6,214 engineering and technology institutions which enroll about 209 million students. 2.9 million students. Welcome to the party. And around 1.5 million engineers are released every day into the job scenario. And you can add on the lawyers, the MBAs, the BCAs, and so on and so forth. You better than me when it comes to maths, keep doing it please. Therefore, all what's coming to the market is nothing but humans like you and I. If you consider yourself a human, can I see some hands go up? Thank you very much. So now think about about this for a moment. If that many people are coming in every year trying to get a job, where do you stand? How are you different? Why should somebody employ you? What is it that makes you different? Somebody said like this, ashes to ashes and dust to dust. If God doesn't get you, the devil must. Somewhere you find a job. I will share two instances that actually rattled me as I was doing my degree. And I've had the privilege of being able to travel the length and breadth of the country, traveling across a lot of colleges, right from the technology to the engineering colleges, the MBA colleges, the IITs, and God's been faithful to me in that sense. And I traveled, and let me tell you, the student fraternity is no different anyway. They're not different. You ask them, what do you want? So somebody picks up a job, what do you want really? Oh, what is the CDC being paid by the company? And poor placement officers, what a job they have. I respect the way you handle people, sir. It's not easy. So here was once when I was doing an interview and I asked this person, now tell me if that's a valid question or not, and please let me know if you think. I asked, tell me, why do you want to work with, BT, and how long do you plan to work with us? Do you have some kind of a goal? Like we spoke about goals this morning, right? Personal goals. How long? You know what the answer was? Well, sir, as long as I can clear up the EMI of the new iPhone that I bought. And believe me, that's not a lie. Now, what would you do if you had to recruit somebody like that? We all need jobs, but our perspective toward job or having a job is so very different. We spoke about this morning about engineers and so on and so forth. I also take care, so in my current role, I do every kind of hiring that you possibly think, right from technology to the MBAs and the BCAs and all that work. So I was looking at some of the top management colleges here, and believe me, here's what I saw. It'll surprise you. Is that 80% of the population actually in the North Indias and across, so even colleges from Mumbai, so many they came across and we were talking and I looked at the portfolios, the profiles and stuff. 80% of the population were actually engineers that came from CS and IT and mechanical engineering background. So my question was, why did you study to become an engineer? Because thanks to Mr. Amir Khan who said we have another dream also. He started off saying कि पापा कहते हैं बड़ा नाम करेगा, उसने तो इंजीनियर बोला था, लेकिन अब 3 days में कुछ और दिखा गया. Right? So what now? So if this is the situation that you are in, if this is where the world is for you, who are standing on the crossroads of your life and you're looking to get into the other side, and some call it the corporate jungle, and believe me, there's a lot of rumble inside the jungle for sure. What do you do? So here are a few things that I ensure that I keep doing to keep myself relevant. And I'll tell you why. Because there was a time when you could be a mile deep and call yourself a specialist. Follow me carefully. You could be a mile deep and call yourself a specialist. The need of the hour is to be an inch deep but a mile wide. So long as you do that, you will stay relevant. How do you do that? I've got 6 quick mantras, my own mantras, I'd like to share with you. You want to take note of it, you're welcome. You're not, let it pass by from one year to another. But like I said, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. If God doesn't get you, the devil must. Yeah? Let me start. My mantra number 1 says, self-awareness. You need to know your strength. You need to know your weaknesses. You need to know what drives you. You need to know what motivates you. Because we can only take the horse up to the water, but we can never make it drink the water. The organizations have those platforms by which we will nurture and develop your skill, but you need to know what is your passion really. What is your strength? Self-awareness, number 1. Number 2, be a constant learner. The day you think you've had enough of learning, believe me, you're coming down the slide. And talking about learning, what is the organization doing? Oh, we moved from giving you thick books to study. Now we're saying you want to learn nanotechnology. 5-minute small bites. But you still have to learn. Constant learner. Number 3, motivation. Be motivated. You know, it's very important that you relish your small achievements. It doesn't matter if the achievements are small. You know, my heart pains when I read the papers and I see some young person has hung herself or himself because did not score 99.9%. Come on. You don't have to be a Sachin Tendulkar to survive in the cricketing fraternity. You can be a Kohli yourself, you can be a Dhoni, and you can still remain relevant. Don't try to become somebody else. Be yourself. And keep motivating yourself. Keep relishing your smaller achievements in life. Even if that means being able to do something which is small, not just for yourself, for somebody else, but you've done something. Relish those moments. 4th, empathize. You have to be able to understand the needs of others around you. You may enter into a corporate jungle, but the mantra to survive is teamwork. Forever, if you ever thought, and believe me, you probably would just lie to yourself if you just think, if I do my bit and I walk out thumping my chest, I'm going to move ahead and like, oh, I'm sorry. You think yourself a leader and nobody is following you, you're simply taking a walk. Number 5, social skills. Very important. Build rapport with people. It's important to get to know people. If I do a small exercise right now, and I always do that, if I have to ask you right now, tell me who are you sitting next to, and I bet my life it's going to be somebody that you like to be with, your friend, or somebody that you like to spend most of your time. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. You need to build a proper. When I say social circle, I don't just mean the Facebooks of the world. Nothing's wrong with it. I don't just mean, Instagrams and Twitters of the world. If you look at today, the millennials, and us also, all of us, the only thing that we've learned is nothing but we post, we pout, and then we post. Life is beyond that. Life is beyond that. And lastly, there is no substitute in the world than being a hard worker. There is no substitute. There are no shortcuts in life, believe me. There are no replays in life. There are no editing in life. This day, this moment, this second is gone. It'll never come back. You can either choose to spend your time or invest your time. And believe me, what you spend doesn't come back, and what you invest gives you dividends. Ask yourself, you talk about human capital, whose responsibility is it really to nurture the human capital? This morning, I'm going to close right here because I believe in the KISS philosophy, keep it short and simple. I've tried to be as short like the way I look, but good things always come in small packages. So I leave you with this thought, and I'm going to pass the baton on to you this morning and say, ladies and gentlemen, you that are standing in the crossroads of your life, let me tell you one thing for sure, you are responsible to nurture the human capital that is here this afternoon. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.